Today I'm talking about hunger and how fantastic hunger is when you're trying to get your healthy thin mentality and you're trying to learn how to embrace it and how to handle hunger, and how hunger is what helps you get to your ideal weight range. A healthy thin mentality keeps hunger alive, and how it keeps hunger alive and weight loss occurring without rapid rebound weight gain is by eating simply to neutral. In other words, whenever you eat, you don't just randomly stuff in a bunch of free calorie food, like even salad or anything. You never overload your stomach, because that's a very bad habit. You always are keeping tuned into when your body is saying enough. And you may not believe that your body even has that signal anymore because you've been so honestly abusive to your body by shutting off your hunger, shutting off your cravings, shutting off your voice. Your healthy thin mentality turns all that back on. But back to hunger and satiety and neutral. What you do when you want to lose weight with your healthy thin mentality, you learn to tolerate some hunger. Does that sound awful? Well, I'm just telling you the truth. Tolerating a little hunger is what gets you to lose weight. And you may say, well, when I go on a diet, I don't feel hungry because I'm eating these planned meals and you're eating less calories, so why would I have to deal with hunger? Well, because when you don't hear hunger and you are on a diet, you're going to have rapid rebound weight gain. It happens over and over and over. You want to keep your hunger alive. You want to listen for it. You want to wait for it. And when it gets so it's distracting you from your life, you satisfy it to neutral, not to full. So you're going through your day and you're saying, wow, is it time to eat yet? Well, am I distracted from my life? Am I unable to accomplish the tasks I want to do or the fun I want to have because hunger is knocking at my door? Then you're hungry and then you eat. That's what I call stage 2 hunger. Stage 1 hunger is when hunger is just starting to become noticeable. Stage 3 hunger is when it's just gone overboard and you are frantic to find something to eat. You don't want to get there because you'll make choices that aren't good for you and you're going to make yourself overeat because you've waited too long. And when I say make choices that aren't good for you, I don't mean that you're going to consciously grab something bad. I mean that your body is just sending you signals to eat, so you don't have time to go, okay, what exactly would be my most pleasurable food right now? That's what I mean by you'll make bad choices. That's different than diet choices. When you say bad choice in a diet, you mean you're going to eat the high-fat yogurt versus the low-fat yogurt, and that's a bad choice. Okay, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about having the time and energy to make a thoughtful, great decision about food that is responsive to your hunger. And once you get to stage 3, your body is sending you too many signals. In stage 2, you're going to be able to define what it is you really want, and you're going to be able to enjoy it fully. And when hunger is gone, when you're in neutral, you stop eating. Now, does that sound like really tough willpower? It is so much easier than when you're in a diet and you just are told what to eat and when. That's discipline. Healthy thin mentality eating is responsive. It is working with your hunger. It's learning to tolerate some hunger, but keeping that hunger alive by satisfying it. Because ironically, when you keep getting hungry and satisfying it to neutral and then delaying eating more, your hunger stays alive because you're responding to it. Diets don't do that for you. Diets make hunger go away, at least temporarily, after you've been on it for a couple of days. If you've ever noticed that, you go on a diet, the first couple of days are generally the hardest because your body's going, okay, wow, she's really or he's really not going to feed me, and then the hunger turns off. That's dangerous. You do not want that to happen. Keep your hunger alive. That keeps your body kicking, and that keeps your weight loss going because you're keeping the hunger response alive, so your body is not going to shut down and conserve calories. You want your body to have faith that you will feed it when it requests food. How normal and simple is that? So that what I was talking about in the beginning, when I was saying something you really need to understand about your hunger is this. You need less food than you think. Does that scare you? Does that make you feel sad? Well, I believe that when you are able to eat whenever you're hungry exactly what you want, you will understand the trade-off is fantastic. You don't get to eat when you're not hungry. That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you that your hunger requires less to satisfy than you think, probably, for most of us. Okay? So again, and that's why weight loss occurs, because you understand that. You go, wow, I'm hungry and I had a pretty small portion, but I feel pretty good. I'm at neutral now. You do that a few times and you start losing weight. That's what a healthy thin mentality is about. Doing it in a harmonious way. It's harmonious with your biology. You keep your hunger alive and you respond. And over time, the trust that is built between you and your body and the food choices you make that are respectful of what your body is craving, and you will crave fabulous good food, that is when you then come back in sync with your own individual biology, your own food preferences, your own food requirements. We are all different. No program will ever take that into account. Okay? So learn to tolerate a little hunger and answer it to neutral, and understand that the amount of food you need may be less than you think. That's the truth. But it's a beautiful, wonderful relationship with food when the whole world is open to you. You can have whatever you want. And be picky. If you want a certain kind of food and you are able to get it. Demand that for yourself if you can. Okay? Please subscribe, like, comment, share. Come back soon. Go on dietsorfattening.com for tons of blogs and podcasts and all kinds of things. And our Facebook group, Diets Are Fattening, and our private group if you want to join in the conversation. Thank you so much, and please come back soon.